some really good, useful drills that you can take onto the driving range that therefore you can take onto the golf course. And this one is one of my particular favourites, and this is all about encouraging a bit of feel, but also being very visual. And by that I mean seeing the golf ball, seeing its flight, and then relating it back to what would have happened or may have happened at impact. If you're a golfer that hits the ball too high, you may come into impact with the shaft of the club leaning away from the target, therefore presenting a little bit more loft at impact than you would normally like. So we're all about trying to reduce the loft, the dynamic loft at impact, therefore giving you the ball flight where it's much more penetrating and a lot stronger. We create a lot more power through the shot, especially if the wind is coming back into a face, or just in general ball striking where we get ball and then ground. So this is, I think, is one of my personal favourite drills. And I've got to use this. I've got a 7-iron, so I'm going kind of mid-range, and I basically want you to try and get the ball to come out as low as you possibly can. Imagine this ball is going to go head height. Okay, try and hit this ball super low. So think about the characteristics that we're going to need for that. So if you're a golfer that hits the ball high, your shaft of the club might look like this at impact. So if we want to hit that, that's high. How do we hit it low? We want to hit it low like this. Okay, so how can I now manipulate my setup to try and encourage that? Well, what I can do is put the ball position in line with the instep of my right foot, and I'm going to put the shaft butt of the club towards my left foot. Now you'll see how much shaft lean we have coming towards the target. You see how much I've de-lofted it. And as I'm coming into impact now, this is obviously going to encourage a slightly steeper angle of attack, but I want you to try, maybe if you can, depending on the standard of golf, try and shallow out the angle. But if not anyway, you'll certainly see the ball come out much, much lower over the initial first kind of third of the ball flight. So I'm going to go ahead now, I'm going to give this a try. Ball position in line with my instep of my right heel, hands in line with my left thigh. Really, really nice strike, and just a super powerful ball flight. I would also expect the ball to go a little bit further, and that's because obviously I've de-lofted the club. I'm making a 7-iron here, potentially into a 5-iron. I don't think it'll go 5-iron distance, but it'll certainly maybe go a little bit further than your average 7-iron. There we go. So ball position back in my stance, hands forward towards the left thigh. It's almost like a cricket shot, if you're familiar with cricket, like getting ready for a shot as the bowler comes in with the ball. So now we're going to come back again. As I come back into impact, as I come back down, my weight, my lower body's rotating towards the target, my right knee's coming in towards my left, I'm getting to the instep of my right foot, and my hips are rotating through impact. You can see how much shaft lean that I am creating. Very, very powerful flight. On that occasion, it went a long, long way left, but I closed the club face a little bit. I may have manipulated the club face a little bit too much, but I can certainly get the feel. One thing you will notice straight away here, I've got divots. I've compressed the ball, I've hit down into the ball. My angle of attack is now steeper than what I'm usually used to. And if you're a golfer that comes in with the shaft leaning away from the target, this is definitely going to help your perception of how a good strike should be, and also get you to see how the ball flight should look.